Good YouTube. Quinn Wade comes here with that instant basketball analysis on the Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. Of course, we're gonna talk about them Celtics, man. And they ended up getting a win against the Bucks, my hometown team. And I was happy because the Celtics played real well and they did their thing. We start seeing Point Zhang the last couple weeks since John has been out and the other guys been out too. Too many guys out for the Bucks, but they still was able to score 101 points. Boston wins the season series 3-1 because they beat the Bucks 3 times this season, and the Bucks did get us once. I was actually at that game, so I know for sure that they did. But other than that, a disappointing season for the Bucks because they won't be a playoff team or a play-in team. But they still did win 30 games, which is low, and they went 30-47 right now and 17-22 at home. That's not a good record. And the Celtics win 52 games right now and 25 losses, and 26-14 is their road record. Boston came out showing that they wasn't playing no games with them. 43-26 in the first quarter, how it ended. And then they won the second quarter 32-29. They won the third quarter 30-21, and the fourth quarter 28-25. So the Bucks got dominated each and every quarter because this game was just hard for them to guard and hard for them to defend. And they also had a little bit of trouble scoring the basketball. We know the Celtics can be that type of way, especially when you're scoring mostly from the perimeter. They have a lot of long, mobile bodies they can throw at you, even coming off the bench. Jason Tatum, 31 minutes, 23 points. He went 8 of 16 from the field, 4 of 8 from three, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He had 11 boards, so he was efficient. He took a lot of shots that he's really comfortable with, pull up threes, coming off screens, and all of it just was so easy for him. And I was just happy to see him just knock him down and not really worry about anything. And then he had another game where he passed the ball real well, almost flirted and got a triple double. He finished with 9 assists, showing you that his passing is really legit. He's been showing it for a while, but it's good to see him not just try to get him back into scoring shape. He wants to be a well-rounded player. He has been, the years prior to this injury, but now it's just showing you that he's more emphasizing of just making sure he's making the right decisions instead of just being a greedy type of player. We call him ball hogs also. He's moving off the basketball. He's getting rid of it fast. He's making quicker shots, quicker decisions. And that just makes it tougher for you to guard him or the team because you focus on one guy, then somebody gets open. And next thing you know, you're like, man, what do we have to do to stop this team? And the Celtics have been one of those teams that can get hot, from anywhere on the court, especially when they put in certain lineups. But 2 turnovers for Tatum, 3 steals. That was game high for the Celtics. He also had 1 personal foul. It was a plus 30 and plus minus. Sam Hauser, he's going to provide that spacing. He had shot 3 or 4 from 3. That was great. 5 or 6 from the field, 13 points in 27 minutes, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, no turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and a plus 25 in plus minus. Neemias Queta played 29 minutes. He had a high scoring game for what he usually does. He had 19 points. That's a lot. And he had 10 boards. He kept finding ways to get loose, get open. Then it was just about can he finish it when he got it, and could he make his free throws. He went 3 or 4 from the free throw line. That's good for him. And he also had 2 assists, no turnovers, and 4 blocks. 4 blocks was game high, so that was good to see that he is getting into the mode where I don't have to do some of the stuff no more because Tatum is back and Brown is not always in the paint. And because of that, now I can protect the rim and also roll harder. And it's been working out for him. 2 personal fouls in the plus 33 and plus minus. Derek White, 31 minutes, 17 points, 6 of 11 from the field, 5 of 9 from 3. Good scoring from him. He did a good job of getting open and taking the good open looks instead of just trying to take a fast, quick shot. I think he just needs to keep working it this way and going about it this way because it just makes his job a lot easier and it gives him better looks. And the better looks you get, the more comfortable you get, you get, the better chance you have at making it because you're not forcing it or rushing it. So he did have 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and a turnover. He had no personal fouls and was a plus 34 and plus minus. And then Jaylen Brown, he just played a great game. He had that mid-range going. He likes that in-between area. He went 7 of 17 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 10 of 11 from the free throw line. He had game high 26 points for the Celtics, so he just shows you that he can basically do what he wants, how he wants to do it. The team allows him to play his game and play in his area. And it actually ends up working out more times than not this season, but it's even harder because you got so many guys that can be threats. And since he's paying attention to that and scoring how he wants, he's just been a nightmare defensively for a lot of players on the perimeter. Hence that he went 10 of 11 from the free throw line tonight. He did have 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, 3 personal fouls, in the plus 27 and plus minus. Luka Garza, 12 minutes, 2 points. He went 1 of 2 from the field. He had 4 rebounds, 1 assist, no turnovers, 2 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, and a 0 in plus minus. He didn't do much, but they didn't need him to. He came in, tried to help where he can help, fit in where he can fit in with the team, and that's all we can ask him for. Charles Bassey played 6 minutes. He had 6 points. He went 3 of 3 from the field as well. His shots was all high percentage, good looks. He just had to catch it and finish. He was able to do that. 1 rebound, no turnovers. 1 offensive rebound was the only rebound that he had, and 2 personal was a +1 and plus minus. Peyton Pritchard, 26 minutes. That ended up being the most off the bench. He had 16 points. He was able to get the mid range. He was able to get near the basket. He was able to shoot the threes. He went 7 of 12 from the field, 2 of 6 from three. He had 3 rebounds, 6 assists. The 6 assists ended up being the most off the bench. You know, he's always going to keep his head up. He's always going to be looking to defer if he has to. Teams try to stay in front of him. They try to cut him off a lot. And then it's about, can he make the three or the mid range, or can he get to the basket? And that's his game simplified as much as you can in words. He had 1 turnover, 1 offensive rebound, no personal foul, was a +2 and plus minus. Ron Harper Jr. played 5 minutes. He went 0 of 2 from the field. He missed his only 3. He had 1 rebound, 1 assist, and no turnovers. He also had no personal fouls and was a +2 and plus minus. Baylor Shireman, 23 minutes, 2 points, 1 of 3 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3. 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 personal foul, and a +4 and plus minus. He did a lot of other things besides score. That's what bench players have to do sometimes. He understood that. He read the game. He played it the right way. And I'm just happy that he had a good season for us so far. And then Jordan Wash, 12 minutes, 7 points, 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 2 rebounds, no turnovers, no personal fouls, 1 offensive rebound, +1 and plus minus. Good scoring from him. He did have a nice little alley-oop dunk at the end of the game, and then he just didn't fall in love with the three. He's going to make some. He's going to miss some, but you're happy that he mixed it up a little bit too. And then Hugo Gonzalez, 6 minutes, 2 points, 1 of 1 from the field, 2 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, and a +1 and plus minus. And then you look at the Milwaukee Bucks. Kyle Kuzma, 25 minutes, 14 points. He went 6 of 14 from the field, 2 of 5 from three. He can shoot and he can score near that basket if you give him a chance to, or you get him close enough. He also has 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and a -31 and plus minus. Pete Nance, 33 minutes, 14 points. He went 5 of 11 from the field, 4 of 9 from three. He had 10 rebounds, so he finished with a double-double. He was the only player to get a double-double on the team tonight, which is something that you probably wouldn't even think he would get or do, since he doesn't do it that often. But he accomplished it, so that was good. He had to do something out there with all the minutes that was available to him. Put on the best performance that you can. Nobody going to hate you for it. 1 assist, no turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and a -19 and plus minus. Zhang, like I said in the beginning of the video, we've seen some point. Zhang bringing the ball up, trying to find ways to get the offense started through him. But he went 4 of 15 from the field and 1 of 4 from three. He's only averaging about 10 points a game, 7 points for the season. So he's showing potential that he can handle the ball. He can make a mid-range. He can make a three. Still need to work on his handle. Needs to work on his court awareness and his IQ. Sounds easy, but it's more difficult than you think. He isn't a rookie. Some people think he's young. He is young, but he played in the league for a couple years. He's being unleashed a little bit with the Bucks, but at the same time, you're starting to see he's a flawed player and he has a lot of work to put in if he's going to be great in this league. But at least the Bucks are giving him chances and opportunity to show if he can or he can't, and that's all you can really ask for as a prospect. 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, and a -32 and plus minus. Miles Turner, 19 minutes, 4 points. He went 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 1 turnover. His rebound was offensive. He also had 3 personal fouls. It was a -32 and plus minus. This was one of them games you would think that they would use Miles Turner a whole lot more because they didn't really have too many options. when it came to scoring and defense, and he didn't give you a lot of rebounding. He didn't give you a lot of scoring. And this was more of a disappointing type of game, although he only played 19 minutes. AJ Green, he was able to score near the basket. Well, he was able to shoot threes because everybody was near the basket. He had 15 points. He went 5 of 9 from the field. That's what they need him for. That's what he's out there for. He did a good job of keeping the ball moving and continued to turn down shots that wasn't good looks for him. But he is one of those guys where if he feels like he can make it, he's going to take it. So sometimes his shot selection can be a little iffy, even from three. But he just, like any other NBA player, feels like this is a shot that I feel like I can make, even if it's a bad look, kinda. They still feel like they can make it sometimes. So he had a little bit of a green light to take him throughout this season, and he got various different results. Obviously, 3 turnovers, 1 steal for him. No personal fouls and was a minus 23. And plus minus. Torian Prince did a similar thing. He just went 7 of 8 from the field and 4 of 5 from three. We know he's out there for his floor spacing and quick decision making, and just being able to move without the basketball. He ended up playing 25 minutes. He had 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, and a block. No personal fouls and a 0 and plus minus. The Nass's 5 minutes. He ended up missing his only shot, which was a three. He ended up getting 1 rebound, 1 turnover, and 1 steal. 1 personal foul and was a -2. And plus minus Alisson Tentacumpo, 4 minutes. He ended up making a free throw. He went 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He went 0 of 2 from three though. They was happy that he scored in the game. He also got a board, no turnovers, no personal foul, and was a 0. And plus minus, if you want me to be honest with you, it can be that way, especially when you don't play a lot of minutes. Jericho Sims, 16 minutes, 3 points. He went 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds, which was the most off the bench. He also had 6 assists. He did a good job of kicking the ball out and doing a good job of finding his teammates when he had the ball in his hand, even if it was a short amount of time. Sometimes that's the best thing a big can do, especially if they can't go up and finish, especially if they can't also shoot free throws that great. He had 1 turnover, 2 offensive rebounds, and 4 personal fouls, and was a +3 and plus minus. And then Gary Harris, 15 minutes for him. He had 5 points. He went 2 of 4 from the field. He also went 1 of 2 from three. He had 1 rebound, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal. And he also had 2 personal fouls. His rebound was offensive and was a -2 and plus minus. And then you look at Ryan played 33 minutes. That's a lot for him. He gave you 11, but he went 2 of 7 from the field. Couldn't make the 2 pointers really, and he also missed 2 3 pointers. But his only makes was threes also, and that was not including the 5 of 5 of which he shot from the free throw line. So he missed some easy ones, but he still was able to get some at the free throw line. It can be that way sometimes. He also had 1 rebound, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, and a block. 2 personal fouls and a -19 and plus minus. Andre Jackson Jr. played 10 minutes. He had 7 points. He went 3 of 8 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 personal foul, and a -3 and plus minus. And then you look at the 83 field goals for the Bucks, 42% from the field. The Celtics, they shot 56%, but the Bucks did shoot 45% from three, and they took 10 more threes than the Celtics, while the Celtics took 37 and they shot 46%, which was better than the Bucks by 1%, which ain't that big of a deal. But 13 free throws taken by the Bucks, they shot 77%. 19 taken by the Celtics, they shot 84%. And then 48 rebounds for the Celtics, only 30 by the Bucks. They got destroyed on that point of that area on the court. And then 33 assists for the Celtics, 24 for the Bucks. They ended up getting killed on the assist too. The Celtics are a tough team to defend though. 13 turnovers for the Bucks, only 8 for the Celtics. They took really, really good care of the ball, made very, very smart decisions, didn't overthink it, didn't rush it, didn't force it a lot in this game. Just let things open up and just played the game the right way. 5 steals for the Bucks, 7 for the Celtics, and then both teams had 4 blocks. 8 offensive rebounds for the Bucks, 10 for the Celtics, and then 22 defensive rebounds for the Bucks, 38 for the Celtics. 21 personal fouls for the Bucks, 13 for the Celtics. And you think about it and you look at it and saying, should the Celtics have won this game by the amount that they did? Yeah, and that's why a lot of us not going to be surprised about that result after watching the Celtics play them this entire year and see how they play everybody else too. You would say if Tatum's healthy, Brown's healthy, Pritchard and those guys healthy, this game should be a blowout and it should be dominated by the Celtics. Since it happened that way, and it really wasn't close from the beginning all the way to the end. The Bucks just showed up to work and punched in the clock and said we got to go out here and do our best and live with the result. We know how tough this team is. We got respect for this team that we about to go against. So let's go out there and have fun and try to play as well as we can. They did, and the Celtics did the same. They just was able to do it a whole lot better. And it's gonna be like that. Sometimes the Bucks was doing that to opponents a couple years ago, and now they getting it done to them all over again. It's the cycle of the NBA. It's the cycle of being great, the good, the bad, the good. It's just how it goes. And all I can say is good game, fun game for the Celtics, not so much for the Bucks. Other than that, y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. Comment, like, subscribe, share. Hit that notification bell to get that analysis when it first comes out. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.